Flight directors go for launch.
Get ready for max Q.
Alright, we are going on go for on stage.
Copy that, Sergeant.
Engine relay! Engine relay, come on!
This is Max Q Central.
Well, exactly 2 months and 1 week since we attempted, 2 months since Flight 12 and 1 week since we tried launching Flight 13 for the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and ready to go here at Starbase, Texas. These views you can see, this was from the first launch attempt, or actually 2 days ago when they were going to launch yesterday, but they didn't. The views you see right now, this is last week that we were live for this. You could see the rocket tried to go and then the engines, they didn't light because I don't know. But 5 of them have been replaced, and we are here hopefully to see a launch today. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Spunky for Max Q Central, and we are here with Flight 12 of... Flight 13 of the... Shut up, Flight. You can't hear Flight, but he just outed me. Yeah, so we're here, about to witness what might be, hopefully, the validation flight for Starship, because orbit is very crucial, and when they go to orbit, they're going to ultimately... That's going to set them up for a catch for both the booster and the ship. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not alone today. We have Flight Paul Aviation. Dramatic effect. Yeah. Let's go. We don't have Mixer again. Mixer was supposed to be here yesterday if they launched, but they scrubbed yesterday due to weather, because I guess clouds? Clouds?
Okay.
I guess they need to image the heat shield as it's going up because they're going more aggressive with it. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here again with Flight XIII of Starship. Spunky, you need a shower? I took a shower. That's why my hair looks so looks the way it does. All right, we got the main feed, which should be showing. Hold up.
It's still...
we go.
They haven't streamed yet, but... Oh, wait. They are live. Never mind.
That's Kate.
While helping establish a network of AI data
We're gonna
centers
hope that they
in
can talk
space.
about what happens.
Success on today's
We'll see. Right. Is that my goat, dude? Please. Is that Nathan?
Is that Nathaniel?
Is that Nathaniel?
Also, or not as expected, but as usual, I'm here at Starbase, Texas. We got both towers behind me. They look absolutely beautiful, as they usually do.
Yeah. Okay, it's muted. I thought it was on. Okay, we're gonna turn that off. I'm actually gonna turn this down just for now. But
Yeah, I think it'd be better if you turned it down.
The background noise. Right. So, what we're hoping to see today, if I could just mute these guys. So we're hoping to see a successful landing of the booster. The booster is going to be landing in the Gulf after it separates from the Starship. And then the Starship is going to be landing in the Indian Ocean one more time before they decide to go to orbit for... where's the fuel? The fuel is at the bottom there. So you can see the bottom is getting a little bit frosty. I can't speak, man. It's Nathan! Yes! Yes. Not the guy on the right, the guy on the left, sitting next to the girl, sitting next to Kate. This guy's liked my tweet before. That's Dan Hewitt. That's my goat, dude.
There's a lot of people from SpaceX that know this dude's stuff.
There's a lot of people from SpaceX that are currently in that building. Oh, look at this. They're talking about it. All right.
Ooh.
We were collecting some moisture inside of the pumps from previous operations, which then froze when we introduced that cryogenic propellant, and that either slowed those pumps down or stopped them completely from spinning. So for this next flight attempt, we swapped in 6 engines that were already at Starbase, and we did a test back on Wednesday that allowed us to check out the newly installed engines and spin the aux pumps on all 33 after they were chilled, check out their performance before we got into another launch attempt. We pulled a bunch of those engines off, as we said. We tested one on a test stand up at McGregor, helped screen for any other issues that might be hiding, and that one was actually able to do a full booster ascent burn. So got us in a good position for today. Even though we didn't get off the pad last week, we learned about the engines, the prop systems, how they perform in the flight environment. Already going to drive some changes to make Starship more reliable. We also got a real-world test of an abort that's designed to take place at one of the most critical dynamic phases of flight. We safely shut down 29 running Raptor engines, safeguarded the vehicle and the pad. A mountain of work goes into designing aborts. You've got software, hardware engineers. Just
Dan Hewitt there for SpaceX. Let me mute this. I'm sorry. If I hear Dan talking and I'm talking, I'm going to start stuttering, so I'm not going to do that. But that is, that was just a quick, I guess, they were telling us what happened with the engines last time. Hopefully they have confidence with the vehicle today.
Helicopter.
You can see the launch team now in their launch configuration. I don't know where else they would be. This is, yeah. Max Essential should give me free money to repair my iPhone 4, which blew up. Well, I'm glad.
Okay, so why are you using the 4 in the Big 26?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why are we doing that, Rocky?
See, that's not gonna hold up in court.
It happened
buddy.
again, Flight.
What happened? Oh my God!
I said I wouldn't do it. I did it. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know, here at MaxQ Central, this is why we need like a We need a production team to watch the production team.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, man. Okay. So it looks like they're loading the methane. So if you look on the vehicle here, you can see the frost at the bottom of the vehicle. That is the liquid oxygen. And kind of in the middle of the booster, the silver looking rocket, that is the methane. So methane, it's very, very dangerous. If you've heard the term methane check. And hopefully, we can get a good fueling today, a good liftoff. They seem to know what the issue was. I'm sure they've checked the engines to not have a similar issue. But if they do have a similar issue, then they're not gonna hopefully not cause any issues with the. Yeah, here at MaxQ Central, we're good at explaining things.
You're good at explaining things. I'm just the color commentator for today's stream here.
Flightpaul is our hype man, guys. Flightpaul's gonna have
that as well.
Hyped reaction to this freaking launch. I hope. We hope.
We hope.
See, Flightpaul is actually at Starbase right now.
As I say many times, look at those towers.
Right. So they're showing the vehicle. The no.
What's 2 + 2? 37.
2 + 2. Manath. I think they're showing a bit from their Critical Path series here. So this is the documentary they released. I can't tell you who that guy is. That's Tim Southerton. I knew that. You can see he's currently inside of Pad B. That's not at this very moment, but this is recorded previously. Because if he was under Pad B, he'd be screwed at come T0. So, they're showing previously the 10-engine static fire. It kind of looked a little bit like how it did on the first attempt at launching Flight 13. So yeah, this vehicle should be lifting off here in about 23 minutes. That's not what we want to do. Like, Flight, are you just... Flight, are we... That's the... Man.
That's just the signature.
It's just transition after transition after transition.
This is how you lock in here.
This is how you lock in. This is going to be, hopefully... Oh, God! Oh, shit! That's so bright. Right. So we do have a question from chat. Flightpaul, when is part 5?
Yeah, that's why I was staring at the camera.
Oh. Silly me. We also have Mixer here. He's just, not talking or can't see him. You can't see him at all. So no.
You gotta add the fall off on those when they're not here.
I do. Actually, I think I had it. I think I got rid of it.
The Spingus. Why would you get rid of the Spingus fall off or fall back?
I didn't get rid of it. It was I don't have it on that scene. Right.
Actually, I think
what
I should do is anytime when someone's not here, I put them on the chair. So I put Mixer next to me.
Yes, but it's like a cardboard cutout.
No,
so
it's just a
so
PNG.
He's just there, like... So here they are talking about their way of figuring out how hot it gets in their deluge system. That's aluminum, that's something, and then that's bronze. I couldn't tell you. I know one of them. I can't remember if it was aluminum, if it was iron. I don't know. I can't distinguish the metals from in there. So he's explaining it better. You just can't hear it. I can't hear it.
None of us can hear it.
No, we cannot.
But what we can hear.
What the hell?
We're celebrating.
Celebrating. Yes. You wanna do that one more time for the class? And if you had eardrums before, now you don't. So. Alright. So. This doesn't seem to be any new footage. They are just explaining that showing you how Pad B works. They want this to be I don't want to say non-destructible, but in a sense, they want to support launches every 60 minutes from here. And that is obviously part of their goal of becoming rapidly reusable. And it did hold up pretty well with Flight 12. They seem to do well with the pad state. You did see some scorch marks on the inside, but that's obviously something they can fix. Or actually, I don't really think it's anything they can fix. It's just a matter of like soot. It's the same reason that when the Falcon 9 comes down, Falcon 9 being the current operational vehicle that is being retired in 2028, that when that one comes back down and it comes through the atmosphere, you got a lot of soot, and there was a lot of soot on top of the booster. So this is a model of Booster 12, or Booster... It's the same model that Booster 12 used, but don't mind the grid fin that's broken. So there was obviously scorch marks on the top of it. If you go to Starbase Live, you can see that there are scorch marks on top of it from hot staging. But there wasn't much when it came down. I think the only scorch marks were on the bottom, because the umbilical right here was on fire as it came down and landed in the chopsticks. All right, flight Paul.
Yeah.
Let's get your thoughts on what's happening today. What do we think, in your humble, honest opinion? Doesn't matter if it's right, if it's wrong. I need to get your permission, your stance on the whole situation. That's a live view right now. Look at this.
Huh. I'm gonna say Starship. The one out my window. I'm gonna say Starship. Launch is gonna go good. Stage separation is gonna go better. Booster clutches up and does a successful splashdown. An engine goes out on the ship. Before Seco. An engine's gonna go out before Seco. Is gonna do another clutch up, but something's gonna happen on re-entry. That's my prediction.
Interesting. Something's gonna happen on re-entry, you say? Maybe some burn through again. We see, like we saw in flight
potentially
10, maybe. I can't give my 2 cents. I hope for a good liftoff. I hope we'll see. I don't think the booster's gonna make it again. I think the booster might be on the fritz this time. But I think the ship's gonna do well if the ship can, if the booster can get it there first. I think they might have some issues that are going to result in some interesting visuals when it comes to the engine bay cam. Like they might have another leak or so. You know how they had on flight 10 and 11 after stage set. I think that I think there's going to be some issues with the ship. It's going to get there just barely. We're going to have more of those hot spots we saw last time. I think it's gonna go good. My brain is freaking out because I don't want to see the worst happen with this rocket, but oh my god, dude, I can't. I'm gonna be freaking out this whole stream. It's gonna be the Flight 9 video all over again. Where I'm just in the back.
Flight 12 went good.
I'm just in the back, just losing my mind, just
yeah.
Right.
Mixer is unfortunately not making his debut. He was supposed to make his debut yesterday.
Yep.
But they scrubbed before anything even opened, so.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Landquist. She's liked 4 of my tweets. Not that it matters. It's just, we're introducing you guys to the new SpaceX roster when it comes to people actually commentating. One of the guy who was standing next to Kate being the blonde girl on the left, this side.
Yo, Aiden in the chat, by the way.
Aiden, let's go, dude. What's up? Welcome to everybody here, by the way. I'm sorry. We had a lot of people at the start. We're just trying to explain what's happening here because here at Max Q Central, we're all about getting excited about the future. And the future being...
That's the excitement we're talking about here at Max Q Central. If you're as hyped as we are, be sure just give a nice little like, maybe subscribe, and tune in to future streams. On top of that, we're gonna make a little fun website where we're gonna make a website. We're gonna act like you can buy a ticket to the next game. We're gonna name fake stadiums. We're gonna make sure you get tickets, and the tickets are gonna go to absolutely nothing. No money is gonna actually be spent. I'm gonna try to figure that out, but
I just had a thought.
We're gonna get the play website is what I'm gonna call it. I guess I don't know what it's actually called. What was it, Spunky?
What if we make the membership tiers nosebleed seats, VIP?
Oh yes!
That might be. We might be chill with that. We got a question from somebody in the chat. When are you going live next?
I'm waiting to save up for a new router. At least to have in my room for Ethernet, because internet is sucky for streaming right now.
Router is very important when it comes to going live. As you can see. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that one. Just as you can see, and his flight pole staring at his Yep. Just right to him. You just go on stream as. Yep. So you can see here, this is the them loading the I think the V3 satellites into the Starship. Well, not anymore. I'm not gonna do that when the PEZ loader. I was thinking they were getting loaded in, and then the box just goes down. Watch, door's gonna open. Just kidding. Door's not gonna open. I lied. This is inside of the Starship. You can see these are the Starlink V3 satellites.
There goes the stadium right now.
That's the stadium. Throw back to everyone when he destroyed everyone's headphones in the stream. You talking about?
Oh yeah.
10?
No, he's talking about my stream.
Oh, the laugh. I see you.
From the dad joke.
What's this guy in the back doing? He's just. He's like, oh my god, mom, am I on camera?
Mommy.
Starlink. So yeah. So you might know a family relative who might have Starlink internet. If you have a family who camps, I know
you
my
or a
family
loved
does.
one owns Starlink.
You might be
entitled to compensation.
You might be entitled to smaller, lighter, easy to install
Financial compensation.
if you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma. What was it? What was I talking about? So yeah, you might know somebody who has Starlink internet. Usually it's for people who just want internet. Starlink tends to work in any configuration. If it's clear, if it's cloudy, if you're Dan Hewitt and you're on screen right now. My family's got one at our camp about an hour from here. You didn't need to know that information, but considering it's a camp, you can get internet from the satellites that are in space. And Starship is actually going to be deploying the new Starlink satellites, which are going to basically be a more powerful version so people can get better internet. Except this one... Except these ones are going to burn up in the atmosphere. So I think these ones are going to deploy their antennas, the solar panels. They're talking about AI data centers here. This is for the future of Starship. I think this is what it is. Because I remember those little docks. Yeah, so these are what SpaceX hopes to have in use here by the end of the decade, assuming Starship can get to space and can get to orbit. Because orbit is important if you're a satellite. Anyways, Flightball.
Yes.
How we feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, and some reason pretty hungry.
Is it because the sun is on screen? No, it's not.
No. What does the sun have to do with hunger?
Because it feeds the plants that gives us oxygen.
Yeah, but it doesn't feed me, other than vitamin D.
Yep.
That's not anything I could eat.
Right. All right.
Back with the
I'm
horn.
setting this to feed only. Flight Paul, I am going to be right back. I will be like 60 seconds. You got to carry the stream.
For 60 seconds, that's pretty easy.
Maybe
So,
longer.
Okay. So, for everyone else tuning into the stream, or for those who are still in the stream, what are you guys' predictions? We got a poll going on. We got 14 votes right now. It's our first time actually being more engaging with the audience here, but what are you guys' predictions on what we got going for the flight right now? Let's see what's going on in the chat. So can I download GTA 6 even faster? Probably. It's gonna explode like Challenger. Alrighty. Alrighty. That's one way to put it. We love Dan. Yes, we absolutely do love Dan. Handsome fella. We're trying to get Dan in contact. Search up GTA 6 on my PS3, and I couldn't find it. Yeah, no wonder. Because that's not on the PS3 Epiphany. So yeah, currently as we can see, this is what is planned to happen for the launch here. Stage separation, the booster is intended to come back. Obviously flying the opposite direction. Flips upright for the descent phase of the booster. Engine relight. and then a simple splashdown as the Starship flies over Florida, the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, the V3 Starlink satellite deployments, and after flying over Southern or South Africa and Madagascar, it's going to do a nice little re-entry phase. Are we expecting a U-turn? I don't think we are expecting a U-turn.
We're expecting a U-turn on this flight.
I wasn't seeing, or it didn't look like it, but
I mean, it's a 2D graphic. How do you do that?
I mean, no, I'm looking at the 3D graphic.
Oh, 3D
It did,
graphic.
It didn't look like it. Yeah, the freaking globe, brother.
Oh no, you're right. The globe. Dan does not look like he has a confident look on his face. Let's take a listen. Good. Let's go.
Oh.
Scrubbed our attempt
Max Q
yesterday.
Central X Dan.
Yesterday because we had such poor visibility, weren't going to be able to see those tiles on the.
That was not 60 seconds. How long was it?
I don't know, but yeah. So this is the current views we have here at Starbase Texas. This is live. Obviously, this is not our coverage, so we're just covering our reaction to it. Booster looks to be. You can't see it, but the ship is also being simultaneously fueled at the same time. The graphic on the left side is going to show you what it's at. It's currently at. It's almost completely full. It's at 99% liquid oxygen, 97% methane. I think CH4 is methane. Right. So,
Looking good here.
looking very good. So we are just under 8 minutes to launch. We are anticipating, hopefully, a repeat of Flight 12, and hopefully we don't see anything catastrophic happen, and this will set us up for Flight 14 when we come back here at Max Q Central. Stay tuned.
And liftoff of Starship!
What's going on? Look at that thing, dude! And successful hot staging. Oh, that booster's not surviving.
Look at that!
Oh, we can see it coming down through the plume.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No way.
Whoa! That's not what we want to see. Oh man, we can see the heating on the slats.
Landing bird startup.
The first ever Blood Starship to make it all the way through re-entry to F-flap! She had done it! Starship is landing.
Starship is back. The Starship program is back. You, Texas! If you're dumb enough to watch a rocket launch this weekend, you're a big enough schmuck to come to Starbase Texas. Fronts, rockets that explode, debris. If you think you're gonna find reusability at Starbase, you can kiss my. It's our belief that you're such a stupid you'll fund this bull. Guaranteed. If you find a cheaper rocket, shove it up your. You heard us right. Shove it up your. Bring your cargo. Bring Thunderfoot. Your cash. We'll burn it. That's right. We'll burn your cash. Because at Starbase Texas, you're 6 ways from Flight 12. Take a hike to Starbase Texas, home of challenge testing. That's right, challenge testing. How does it work? If you can get a ship to the ocean and not blow up, you get no HLS. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't with us, or we'll dent your COPV. Only at SpaceX, the only company that tells you to hurry up. This event ends the minute after we reach orbit, and it better not run or you're a dead. Go to Starbase Texas. NASA's an exclusive in the state. Guaranteed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Max Q Central. And I did it again. Dude, just don't put me in charge of this. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed that commercial break for Max Q Energy. Now, I do actually have Max Q Energy here, except there is an M on it. Don't read what the bottom says, because that's a totally different company. We don't want to get copyright. We don't want to get sued, but obviously it's America-themed, because America! I gotta try to flight pole's mic. There you go. We have flight pole, ladies and gentlemen. He's also got a beverage of his own. Is that Febreze?
That's Febreze.
Don't drink Febreze, kids. Seriously. Right. 5 minutes. Cinco. We're 5 minutes to launch here in Max Q Central. The booster is nearly filled to the top. They're going all the way to the top. Methane is already loaded.
They're looking very formal. I'd say so too. If I do
You got the tux on. I mean, okay. Switch cams just for us to get jump scared. Right. But we are just under 4 minutes until launch, so it's gonna start getting real here. We're gonna go through our go no go here at T-minus 2 minutes and counting. This is a view of the rocket. We have 4 minutes and just 4 minutes. 4 minutes, 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, right?
Okay.
So my family's gonna absolutely hate me here in a second because I'm gonna be like, oh my goodness. So the main thing we're looking for here is that the booster can get off of the pad. We really want to see the booster get off the pad because everything from there does not jeopardize the status of the... Whatever happens to ship and booster does not affect the status of the pad. We just want to see it get off the pad, and everything after that hopefully does not have any more issues. This is the day, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this is the day.
And that is exactly what we plan to hope for. That this is not only just the day, but it's just the day.
The day. Right.
The day where everything goes good for Starship and our wallets just go to the fucking shitter.
Oh. Space. Can't hear the audio? Yeah, we're going to turn it on. We just don't want it to conflict with our commentary. Because if you've ever talked to the same person as... the same person of time. The same time as somebody. Then you'll know it's very... hard. Anyways, the rocket today is going to be propelled by the Raptor 3 engine. This is a model I printed at the start of the year. Not that you care when it was printed. 33 of these are going to be powering the booster on the bottom, which is looking very frosty. And it's going to be powering 3 of the engines on Starship, but there is 3 more versions of this engine alongside of it, also propelling it into space, but we are coming up on 2 minutes. We should have done this stuff earlier, man. Flight, are you... Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. All right. Can't see it there. Top left, 2 minutes, 18 seconds. Are we fully zoomed in? We are. It's very weird. Right. Coming up on 2 minutes.
Just a little ad read here. This stream has been brought to you by, or is brought to you by Squishy's Explorations, first ever submersible company to build a fully functioning 3D printed submersible. Expected to explore the shallows of the oceans today.
Maybe it'll help get the booster off the Gulf. Flight Paul, you ready?
Absolutely.
Attention all operators in the Max Q Central live stream and in Starbase, Texas. This is the final go no go for Flight 13 of Starship. Raptor 3.
Go.
Booster.
Go.
Ship.
Go.
Liquid oxygen.
Ready.
Methane.
Loaded. It's loaded too.
T-minus 1 minute hold.
Stand by.
Dan Hewitt.
There.
Finally, celebratory spinnies.
Damn it, the horn broke.
We have gone past the 1 minute hold, and we are go for launch.
Alrighty. Will we be expecting a T-minus 40, though, is the question.
No, they changed it to 1 minute.
Oh.
Gotta turn this off.
Well, damn.
Here we go, boys.
Passing the 30-second mark now. Starship is pretty much nominal and ready for today's flight. As the timer in the upper corner goes away, it shows up at the bottom of your screen here.
Official call, go for launch.
Passing the 20-second mark now. The second official launch of the V3 league, pretty much, or the V3, just all of V3. Passing 10 seconds now.
7, 6, top deck deluge. 5, 4, 3.
And ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we have ignition of the ship, or mainly the booster, and official liftoff for Flight 13 as it passes the tower.
Oh my goodness, what a view.
Beautiful camera angle. Damn, I can't even speak either from the high. And it's launching behind me as we speak. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my goodness. How about that?
30 seconds into flight, ship 40 is currently ascending over the... Thank you, Dan, for repeating what I just said. Oh my god, it's doing it.
And it's just an immense pile of smoke behind the building here over in Texas. We're going to close those curtains here in a second.
Coming up on Max Q.
Curtains have been closed.
Curtains have been closed for launch.
And any second now, ladies and gentlemen, can we hear from the stadium?
Yes. I'm sorry, guys.
Look
I'm just so
at
happy.
those engines.
33 out of 33 Raptor engines are ignited. The ship is currently passing 1,800 kilometers an hour. It is at 14 kilometers in the sky. We're coming up on stage separation here at approximately 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This does appear, the roll program that we saw does appear to match Flight 12 trajectory. We are currently on track to hopefully get a nominal flight to stage separation. We want to see stage separation. We want to see the booster behave today, which I do believe they're going to reignite the 33 Raptor engines, which is kind of risky, you ask me, but if anybody here has a drink, cheers.
But following up with what Spunky said about the 33 engine relight, you know, things could go out of hand, but there's so much to be expected, and there's so much that is just unexpected when it comes to SpaceX and what they do with the Starship. So we could get a successful splashdown as I predicted, but you know, with 33 engines, it's tricky, but it's not impossible.
We have
and look at
inside the engine.
Brand new camera angles. Look at those Raptor 3s.
Look at the hot spots.
Blowing a solid.
Now pay attention to the right side of the screen
column.
here. Pay attention to the right side of the screen here. We are going to see the booster flip down, hopefully. That is what we hope to anticipate with this flight here.
All but 5 engines.
Hot stage. Successful hot stage.
And here we go. Oh my god, what a
Oh my
flashbang.
goodness. And we have a successful boost back.
Alrighty. Things are looking good for the booster right now.
Ship now pitching upwards. That is normal. Oh my god, 33 Raptor engine boost back. We have 13 engines on the ship. On the booster, my bad. Down to 3.
Down to 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on track for a splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico. Look at this view.
All right, look at that. There's no spinning.
Hang on.
No spinning on the booster. That is completely new.
No spinning
As I
on the
said,
booster side
it's
of
better.
things.
It's better than Flight 12.
Right.
And we've got 6 engines lit on the ship.
Now, boostback, I do believe, is ending here shortly.
Right, so that's
Boostback has ended because the telemetry is gone.
that the boost
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we've had a successful liftoff of the booster and ship, Starship. We got some very good views on the way uphill. Might have been in the way because our face cam's here. You can see the speed of the booster is slowing down, but it's going to speed up as it heads into the atmosphere. Does look like the booster is spinning a little bit, but that's nominal. Tremendous work from the SpaceX team. My goodness.
Just tremendous work on them and Starlink for these views that we're getting. Not sponsored, but you know, they will be used very soon in the Max Q Central series.
This
So
is
don't change the channel. Stick around.
This is a monumental moment. The booster, you can see on the left side of the screen. Actually, you can see here some incredible views. We might use this for the next intro to Max Q Central. Oh my goodness. That is ice falling off of the booster. Yep. Everything's looking good on the
getting
ship side in
flashbang
terms of the
fun here.
engine bay at this very moment. Don't want to jinx it. Obviously, jinxing has been a major part of SpaceX. Look at Starbase Texas coming into view right now.
Holy.
You can see the plume. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a historical moment. The V3 booster is now speeding up, coming into the atmosphere. Hopefully, we should see
Obviously.
a nominal booster landing in the Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America, whichever you intend it to be. It's going in the Gulf. It is about to do the greatest cannonball in the history of cannonballs. Oh my goodness.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, if we can switch it, or if we can add my camera back on real quick, we just moved the tower to look over by the bay here to the Gulf, and we're expecting to see the booster to come down from this window and probably see one of the greatest splashdowns in V3 history. Can we get some hype in the chat?
It's closed, by the way.
Is it fully closed?
Your windows are closed.
No, it's not. No, it's actually the bay.
Oh.
Look.
Oh, is it? Oh, interesting. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, look.
What's the bay? All right. We'll pay attention to that. Hopefully we should see pretty nominal ascent of the Starship now. We do see some hot spots on the two Raptor vacuums, not as bad as it was before. Here we go for booster landing. Here we go.
Should be getting cameras from down below here soon.
Thunder from a down under.
That is by design.
Wow, just the ship. Absolutely gorgeous views. Here we go.
Here it is!
The 3 grid fins bringing it into a landing burn here in the Gulf. You can see the plume from where we just launched there on the right side of the screen.
Look, and a little...
Here we go. Now, the booster might not make it, but we're hoping it does. This could set it up for a catch on Flight 14. And we have an
Here we go, engine
landing.
relight. Nothing coming into view yet on the windows here.
Too fast.
Oh. Booster 20 takes strike one.
Booster 20 takes strike one. Now.
Okay, that's a little unfortunate. We couldn't see it off the window here. But, we didn't, it's not really much to say. It's a little off my prediction on a successful splashdown. It did, as I said, go better than Flight 12. But
about a minute left.
it's not really much going on here. The building's moving once again. Just trying to find that explosion, but
SpaceX just... Oh. SpaceX tweeted that it splashed down in the Gulf of Mexico, just not in one piece. Oh my goodness. All right. So now the main spectacle now is hopefully... We're going to turn this off just for right now. The main spectacle right now is to see that the ship will make it through SECO. It does appear to be turning just a little bit. I think that is nominal, although it does look like we're coming up on 26.5, which is the target speed for second engine cutoff. We're getting a little bit of... Look how fast it's moving. Look at it.
can only imagine what it would feel like on the inside. Probably nothing, because you're moving at the same speed as it, but...
Right. And we should have a shutdown of the Raptor engines. Hello? Oh, 26.5. Here we go. Should have shutdown here.
There we go. And shut down.
A little bit faster, but ooh. Some good puffs there from the aft.
And here we go.
Okay, wait.
Into the next stage of flight here.
Right. I gotta tell our correspondent to go outside. Nominal orbit insertion. Yes.
Oh. What was that glitch? We can hear a little bit of the echo there at, I believe, Hawthorne.
Yep. Okay. So we do have somebody on the trajectory of Starship. We're going to make sure that they can see it, hopefully. Cool if they could see it. Okay. So, if you just joined us, we have had a successful launch of the Starship and Super Heavy booster. Booster didn't quite survive on landing, but
just not in one piece.
So they're talking about on the stream that the Starship, that the booster didn't land in one piece. The booster came in a little too hard. You could see it. It exploded right before it landed. Wow. Flight play, want to take it for a sec?
Plus 14 minutes to deploy
It's just
which is 20 of
things
our
are going better
version 3 satellites.
from what we're seeing currently, and we're just hoping to see a lot more, not just in views from Starlink, but we're just hoping for a much better flight for at least this particular stream in general, and just for the entire series as a whole, especially for V3. Flight 12 went nice. I wasn't there for it, since there was only a reaction video of it, but we still got a successful splashdown of the ship in a just fantastic manner, fabulous manner. And we're just hoping the same outcome happens for the ship here. I believe this is also the last suborbital flight before we go, like, full orbital.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Ship FT
yeah.
is safe.
And he's eating McDonald's.
Yep. You don't gotta tell them that. Come on.
Hey, we are allowed to eat here in the Max Q Central booth.
Oh. Okay. We do have footage of flight pilot. Could you grab the footage from NASA Spaceflight's Twitter of the booster landing?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay, because they had a view of it. It didn't even look like it exploded either. But yes, so if you guys were here just a couple minutes ago, or if you guys weren't here a couple minutes ago, we had a successful liftoff of the Starship. Hello? My thing wasn't working. So, had a successful liftoff of the Starship vehicle. You can see it just at the corner here. It's now coasting to do its satellite deploy, to deploy the 20 Starlink V3 satellites into space that is also going to burn up on entry. Now, the booster had a successful ascent, had a successful hot stage. It did its boost back with 33 engines, and then down to 13, and then down to 3. And then it had a good entry. It seemed to be on target. But the engines did not seem to want to cooperate as it was coming back down, which is something they're obviously going to have to work on for the future. But now we are anticipating to see SpaceX deploy hopefully a payload here soon. You'll see the door here. Actually, we're going to go back to there. So just above the S40 decal, you do see a kind of like a curved weld, a curved like door looking thing. I do believe they're going to open that here momentarily to eject the satellites into space.
Hey, spunky.
Hope we have some good views of that, and we're going to go back to feed only. There you go.
We're about to get copyright strike for this bullshit music. Yeah. For those tuning in, we're going to get a second shot here in a minute here, but Booster, as we stated before, did a lot better than Flight 12, but still exploded well, not just before splashdown, pretty much on splashdown. We got views from NSF here coming up. But in the meantime, let's enjoy this view of the Starship doing celebratory spinnies, not knowing that her sister just freaking got annihilated.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me over this music, it's actually turned down on stream. So, just moments ago, the booster... Do it again. So the booster did come down. This is the NSF's views. You can see that little cloud of smoke there. That is unfortunately the booster demising. You could see the entry. You could see the tracking camera. And it looks like with the speed it was coming down, you can see that it probably didn't survive. You got to, again, big plume of smoke there. It either exploded, but just very quickly, or I don't know. We're used to seeing big explosions in the on booster landing too. I can't even see. Yes, we're back here.
Open the payload door in just about a minute. Now, for those of you that perhaps missed the
Flightball, do you have any remarks on the matter?
The second of Starship version.
Not at the moment, no.
13. It lifted off. It had a beautiful ascent as well as a ship ignition.
So just above the S40 decal on the ship, there is a door. You can't really see it. I mean, you can kind of see it if you can make out like a curved structure. You'll see that that's the payload bay door that they're going to be launching satellites out of today. Whew, what a day.
It's going good so far.
Yeah. We do have a correspondent on scene who has sent me a message, I believe. Nope, has not sent me a message. Oh shoot, it's going over right now. Alright. We might have some external views of second engine cutoff. Depending on the weather, obviously. So we're coming up on payload deploy. That should be happening here soon. The door has just opened.
No, I don't see anything. Oh, it is open.
I literally watched it open. It was just whoop. They actually made it faster. Oh, have we not?
It looks open.
It looks open.
We might see some external views
is
today
open.
as well.
We got a confirmation of it being open. We're going to let Dan talk here for a sec.
Exciting. These satellites are only going to be in space for about 20 minutes.
Door is open.
Sorry about that. These will only be in space for about 20 minutes, as they're on the same suborbital trajectory as Starship itself. This is essentially just giving us a chance to try and run as many tests as possible, deploy the solar arrays, antennas, whatever we can on these vehicles. We are intentionally being a little scrappy with it. They might be playing some bumper cars once they're out of the door, but we are.
So we should anticipate some live views from the actual satellites themselves, because they are equipped with cameras. They are going to photograph the heat shield of Starship. So hopefully we get some views. Hopefully we get some live views, and actual live views, because last time they did it, the live views didn't come on screen until.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hello.
Oh, wow, that's fast.
He's
That
gonna
looks
say
a
pew, pew.
lot faster. You know what time it is, chat? There goes the other one.
That is number 2. Number 2, out the door. There's the USA chant.
There it is. No Max Q Central, though.
USA! Yeah! I don't know what Kate's talking about, but we have 2 satellites out the door. We don't see anything on the inside, which is normally an indication that something might have gone wrong.
Oh, there goes a third.
There goes another. There goes number 3.
There goes a fourth.
There goes the 4th. Incredible. All right, so if you're just joining us, we are currently in payload deploy. So they're currently deploying the 20. I believe it's 2022, maybe. Did you catch the number there, Flightpo?
I think it was 20.
20. Okay, they did 22 last time, but I think they might have the Dodger dogs again. Dodger dogs is going to photograph the outside, but hopefully we should see deployment here momentarily. 5 and 6. Just watch the light. There it is. It's really hard to see, but if you look at the glowing bit in the middle left, kind of, that is Starlink number 6.
To just rapidly iterate, know what the heck happened when things go wrong. But Looks like we're seeing some more satellites.
Update on the poll, ladies and gentlemen. 74% of you guys are saying that it's going to be a textbook flight. If
Well,
it is
not entirely a
correct,
textbook flight, but
20% off discount for next game's tickets.
we don't, dude. Who's gonna want to pay to watch this?
Trust.
Right. So we're gonna mute that here because we're gonna give our own commentary. So they are not showing the inside of the ship for some reason. I don't know if this is for reasons of ITAR, ITAR being international. There we go. That's 7 and 8. That's number 7 going out the door. For privacy reasons, I think the Starlink satellites, they might have, at the moment, SpaceX will usually show what the satellites look like. But in terms of components, I think they are hiding the views for reasons of international. We're not going to go into that, but you can tell that there was a reason that they asked all the people who were trying to model the Raptor 3 engine. Sorry, this is the Raptor 3 engine. There was a reason that people can't model it anymore because as they start iterating, they don't want people to try and copy the design, especially because we're in an active space race with China. Now,
Not trying to get political.
not trying to no politics there, but this is is this 9 and 10?
I believe so, yes.
All right.
So far, no external view of the ship yet, but we're hoping to get that soon.
Yep.
I'm about to get fired.
No
You
word.
didn't really miss much, Aiden.
No word yet from our correspondent in the field, but hopefully we should be seeing. Was it 11 and 12?
Yes.
Let's see.
Quiet on the pitch.
It's a little too quiet on the pitch. Oh my goodness.
And here comes the 11-12.
11 and 12. Here's the 1-2.
The 11-12 pitch. 2-2 pitch by Ship 40.
Should see another one come out here. Yep.
Oh, wow.
So the way that these satellites come out is, do I have something I could like use as like a?
I'm tripping.
Okay. We're gonna use a scented wax thing, and we're gonna use a remote. So, as it goes out the door, let's say this is the door. This one, the one in the back, actually pushes it out. So this one leaves the ship. And what happens is it comes back into the ship and uses full velocity to go out itself. So ultimately, if these are the two satellites, the one in the back, furthest back, actually pushes the first one out, and the first one comes back, kind of just like winds up, and then. So, if that makes sense, I'm sure we'll have an animation at some point of what happens. Here's 13 and 14.
Pitch.
13 to 14. So we're more than halfway done with the satellite deployment.
Do I play X-Plane 12? No, I do not play X-Plane.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm in the center of the screen. That is the Starlink team on the left-hand side. These are the people who designed the mechanism and the satellites that are currently being deployed into space. (15 and 16) here momentarily. It was better physics.
Better physics.
Oh,
I know.
Explain. My bad.
I'm aware, but the graphics on FS 20 and 24 is pretty good.
So yeah, 13
Plus,
and 14.
depending on the mods, it's better.
Is this one 13 and 14 or is it 15 and 16?
No, the 15, 16.
15. This is satellite number 15.
Here comes the 16 pitch.
Here comes number 16 on the right-hand side. We're going to hide the screen. There we go. Number 16 coming out the door. Number 16 is actually coming back from an injury he sustained last week in training. They thought he was going to be out for this flight, but the injuries didn't seem too severe to come back. Now, coming up next, just after him, at the plate will be 17 and 18. Now, 17 is going to lead the charge. 18 is going to give him a boost out the door. Did I say 17 and 18? 17 and 18.
Yeah.
So 17 should be seen here momentarily. It's hard to tell because they're not showing the inside. I'm sure they're explaining
His
why
mother
they can't
passed
show
away
it.
last week.
Okay. There we go. 17. That is satellite number 17. Now, let's say this is 17, right? Let's say this is 17. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it leave. I'll do a better explanation for 19 and 20. Actually, maybe I could find. I'll just use another. Wait, I'll use these things. These things look like like mock-up satellites. Okay, so the next two satellites are the final two Starlink satellites to come out. So in the payload bay, this is how they are kind of stationed. They're next to each other. If this is the door right here, the one in the back pushes it out, and the one that pushes it out goes back just to come out again. So you'll see here on the feed. I could probably explain it better than showing you just with whatever the hell this is. Okay, they're gonna show it. So if you pay attention to the right-hand side, you're gonna see a shadow come out of that glow. The only thing visible on the right-hand screen. If we were right in our calculations, or was that the last two? I think they're waiting to see it. If a light appears afterwards, it's probably the Dodger Dogs. Now waiting for the Starlinks to leave the terminal. This should be 19 and 20.
Oh,
hey, look at that. That's a light. That's a light on one of the. There's a light on one of the satellites, so we should be seeing hopefully external views here.
within the next play.
We should be seeing hopefully. We're gonna turn it back on, see if we can get some. Okay, they're just explaining the flight. we don't want that. We saw what happened. That was glorious. Okay, so either the door is going to close now, or they're going to shoot out some more ones. The light is fading, so I'm thinking that the satellite that went out. We don't know everything here on MaxQ Central, so we're just gonna.
That's what makes it more unique.
I'm gonna play the winning.
Oh, here we goes with another one.
Oh, the light. Here we go.
Oh,
Starlink terminal. Look at that. That is 19. So 20 just pushed it out, and 20 is gonna come back into the ship, and then get launched out by itself. So you should see 20 here. Yep, there's 20. 20 is on the right-hand side here. That is satellite number 20, and I think the satellites before it were the imaging satellites. So we'll get views of them actually getting deployed in the future. They might have views of it. They might show them later on screen, but there is a shadow. Oh, that's the satellite.
yeah.
Coming up. Okay. Very interesting. So I think that is it, unless there is more. We'll have to see.
No external views right now, but we got a different angle. I think those are all the other satellites right next to it. And flashbang.
Yep. They're gonna show the side of the ship. I hope we get to see, like, the external views because the ship's gonna turn 180 degrees so it can image the heat shield. Hopefully we get to see the satellites like interacting with it, or maybe we get a. Okay, so 20. Those were 20 satellites.
Yep.
And the door's closed. I feel like we missed that milestone. So the door just above S40, that's closed because it's all steel. There's no gap in it. Maybe they just didn't have good views on the inside. I mean, they did, obviously. We saw one get deployed, but I do believe it was about not 30. It was like 10 or so minutes after they deployed. Was that the satellites back there? Look at the
That's
top.
what I'm thinking.
Top left. Look at that.
They're all together, peace and harmony. Love to see it here. And also, that's a perfectly parallel city on the Earth.
It might be because it'd be moving.
No. Well, they are moving.
TVC checkouts.
Beautiful angle we got here, though.
So TVC checkouts, that stands for thrust vector control checkouts. So look at the telemetry just under flight paw, where it shows the Earth and the ship. You may have to zoom in, you may have to look very closely, but you can see that the ship... Let me get a demonstration here. So the ship is ultimately... The ship was like this. I'll zoom in on myself here. The ship was like this. The ship is just going to turn 180 degrees. So those blue lights you see on the feed right now, on the top right, those are the Starlink satellites that are going to image the heat shield. And maybe give us some live views. You never know. But only SpaceX knows.
Isn't this the one where Mr. Beast put one of the heat shield tiles in?
That might be 41. I'm not too sure.
Is it 41? Okay. That's going to be a big thing to talk about.
All right. So we're going to set this to just the feed. We're still going to give our commentary, but as the ship coasts, we're going to give our commentators a break. Just me and Flight Paul. I'm going to tell you one thing. This stream seems very not as hype, but that's because there's two of us. Mixer is the missing piece of MaxQ Central. That's why Mixer is the 3 in MaxQ Central. In the word MaxQ Central, where you put the 3. There is no 3 in the word MaxQ Central.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, that's the joke. So yes, if you check out the telemetry, bottom right, so the ship has done a 180. Don't know if we'll get external views, but if you if you do, then we will see.
I don't know why there's only 5 watching. It's because the channel isn't even at 1,000 yet.
We'll get there.
That and the algorithm just likes to bury the small creators under. But so far, everything seems to be going well other than the booster.
Yep. We are anticipating one of the Raptor engines to relight here in about, I want to say 5-10 minutes. Nothing from our correspondent on the field.
The only downsides to these kinds of flights is just the waiting time between certain phases in flight.
This is the...
It's where things start to get boring and we run a 20-minute ad segment in these portions.
Yeah. Should we go to commercial, do you think?
Probably should.
Run a cheeky little commercial break. It's going to be exactly what you guys saw about 30 minutes ago. They're not 30 minutes ago, like 40 minutes ago. For the new people, I don't even think we need to do a cutaway. I think if we do, if anything, we gotta mute SpaceX. Right. So, if you're just now tuning in, Starship is now coasting in space. We should be anticipating a Raptor relight of the Starship here. Just under 15 minutes, but we are going to take a quick break while the ship does its thing. If anything else happens, we will have it for you here at MaxQ Central. Stay tuned, and we will see you then.
And liftoff of Starship!
What's going on? Look at that thing, dude! And successful hot staging. Oh, that booster's not surviving.
Look at that!
Oh, we can see it coming down through the plume.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No way!
Whoa! That's not what we want to see. Oh man, we can see the heating on the slats.
Landing bird startup.
The first ever Blood-2 Starship to make it all the way through re-entry to F-flap! She has done it!
Starship has landed.
Starship is back. The Starship program is back. You, Texas! If you're dumb enough to watch a rocket launch this weekend, you're a big enough schmuck to come to Starbase Texas. Ruts, rockets that explode, debris. If you think you're gonna find reusability at Starbase, you can kiss my. It's our belief that you're such a stupid you'll fund this bull. Guaranteed. If you find a cheaper rocket, shove it up your. You heard us right. Shove it up your. Bring your cargo. Bring Thunderfoot. Your cash. We'll burn it. That's right. We'll burn your cash. Because at Starbase Texas, you're 6 ways from Flight 12. Take a hike to Starbase Texas, home of challenge testing. That's right. Challenge testing. How does it work? If you can get a ship to the ocean and not blow up, you get no HLS. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't with us, or we'll dent your COPP. Only at SpaceX, the only company that tells you to hurry up. This event ends the minute after we reach orbit, and it better not run or you're a dead. Go to Starbase Texas. NASA's an exclusive in the guaranteed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have still a ship in space. I do believe we have the Raptor relight, and you know, I gotta stop doing that. I think I was fine last stream, but I just couldn't. I couldn't stop it this time. So I do believe is SpaceX. SpaceX has been muted. We're gonna see here. I don't know what's going on. I thought it was muted. So if you see at the bottom there is like some dots. Those are not stars. Those are the satellites that the Starship has just deployed. Flight Paul has gone AFK, so you're just stuck with me now. Some of the things you see just passing by on the left-hand side, that's either a satellite or that is the Earth. Those are city lights. And you can see the sun actually reflecting off of the plume. So as Starship continues to coast through space, they do release clouds of gas, which help orient the vehicle. And sometimes that plume will be red either from re-entry or the fact that they are coming up on sunrise.
Welcome back once again to the Flight 13 webcast. If you're just joining us, our newest version of Starship, which you see there on your screen, successfully deployed 20 Starlink version 3 satellites. And I've got great news to share. Not only were we able to make contact with all 20, but we also made comms over lasers with all of them as well. So that is awesome. Hell yeah, shout out to our Starlink team. We're so thrilled.
Huge milestone, and that's only 3 minutes or 5 minutes after deploying them? I mean,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Amazing. And right now, we are expecting a relight of a single Raptor engine, and that's going to be coming up in just over a minute and a half from now.
Oh my god, minute and a half. Wait.
Going to be lighting one.
Shoot. Oh no. I thought they'd have it on the bottom there. Oh, Flightpaul, you're back. There we go.
Yes, in fact, we are back.
We should see Raptor relight here soon.
Oh, nice. I had to get an entire meal with a Coke, unfortunately. Not Mexico Energy right now.
Wait a second. We are go for Raptor relight.
FA needs to mention this channel in his next ACI vid. No, probably no one's gonna care. Like, it's not even, not to be rude, but anybody who watches that series legitimately doesn't care about any other content I make.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not agreeing with you, but but yeah, I meant you make a good point.
There's some that might actually tune into this though.
Yep. Here we go. Wait.
Excuse the lack of professionalism.
14-second relight.
What?
Oh my goodness. Look at that!
Oh Lord!
Whoa!
Look at the pretty colors!
Look at that, dude!
40.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
That is insane.
Wow.
That's just blue.
No one's gonna know what we're talking about. Oh my goodness.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to solve the issues. I can't even tell if anyone can hear. I'm having issues with figuring out my webcast audio toggle because, see, I've got. Oh, there we go. Wait, what? Hold on. Never mind then. Huh. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what happened. I want to actually stay tuned really quick. We're doing a bit of troubleshooting. Hopefully you guys were able to hear that. You hear you clearly? Yeah, we were making sure you could hear the webcast because you could hear the crowd getting hype in the background. The people who actually designed and developed Raptor are there watching their rocket head to space. So now
Max Q Central mukbang.
This is a huge moment for Starship because as something as simple as a Raptor relight, you can hear the comms there if I have it turned on. Vehicle entry prep. So they are going into the atmosphere here at about 50 minutes, 35. I don't know. The altitude is 128, 127. It's going down, and you get entry interface around 105, 100-ish kilometers. So we're coming up on that. Anyways, SpaceX has just relit one of these in space. This is the Raptor engines that brought it to space, and enabling it to. The fact that it was able to relight in space enables it to actually go to orbit. And that is crucial for coming back to the launch site, for actually deploying stuff into orbit, because the satellites they deployed today are going to burn up in the atmosphere. Flightball, any comments, questions, or concerns?
Max Q Central mukbang. Fuck. I dropped.
Are we eating the same thing?
Mm-mm. Not even close. We're not even eating McDonald's. I'm eating home-cooked food. These are like plantains, but as balls.
Oh.
And it's really good.
Interesting.
I should not be eating this with the suit on.
Look, man, if we're gonna coast in space, we at least get to eat something. All right.
By the way, this is the plate. We got a big ass piece of pork chop here with half a Panera Bread sandwich and the little plantain balls.
Yep.
Mukbanging here while we wait for
exactly
further stuff.
All right. So you can see on the screen now, we are starting to get a little bit of light from entry. Now, this has always been a confusing part of the launches because we don't know. We can never really tell when entry starts. I want to say this is going to start here. Once you start seeing pink, you can start to see some heating there on the aft flap. Even the flight for Starship it started pretty early. It got really intense around 100 kilometers on flight 3, so it starts fairly early entry. So we're going to mute here, and we should hopefully see a landing of the Starship and explosion, because when the Starship lands, when it lands in the water, COPs go off, and then so coming up here soon on entry. Is anybody new here?
I had a sandwich in my mouth.
Is this anyone's first time watching a Starship launch? If it's your first time watching a Starship launch and you're watching it with us, thank you. Like, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, plural, because Flightball's here.
We recommend that you broadcast this to your TV and your loved ones and your dog, and maybe Gillette Stadium.
To your plantation. Oh my goodness.
Plantation. Excuse me.
Plantain. What are you eating? Plantains.
Plantain balls. There's like garlic in this too.
Just quickly catching up
just a big piece of pork chop.
On anything we may have missed.
This is my first time watching Max Q.
No, I don't want to follow.
Type.
I don't want to follow this guy.
Did I see was that lightning?
I think so. We did see some
little blue bolt.
Yeah, it could also be the Starlink satellites burning up as well.
Oh, poor fellows. Had a good run this season.
All right, so we have entered entry.
My mom makes these chicken wings baked in the oven, mixed with barbecue sauce, and it's so good.
So we're looking at the
awesome
engine bay here. This is the engine bay of the Starship. where one of the engines just relit. Wow. This is such a clean re-entry. Look at this.
We're seeing new colors too. We got green.
That's true.
Very. So it's like a algae kind of green.
Yeah. Hang on.
Maybe mold. I don't know. But I like this green. And I almost dropped my.
Okay. I'm gonna set my lights to match the mood so you can see here. We got a purple. Actually, hang on.
We need to control space junk in our atmosphere. Meanwhile, SpaceX launching God knows what or how many satellites. To be fair, they are burning up. Like I believe these are prop satellites, so.
I've changed my lights to match the mood. One more time, Alexa.
Fantastic.
Set my curtain lights to 100% brightness.
Unfortunately, my Panera bread sandwich is gone. But I still have a whole pork chop. Looks beautiful, though.
Okay, so we're back here. It is entry time.
Real quick, let's take a look at this pork chop real quick.
Flight ball.
I am hungry.
The people want to see rocket the rocket entry, not your.
I just need them to admire the pork chop.
Dude.
It is red.
No wonder our freaking rates are down. No wonder we gotta declare bankruptcy.
Where we Spirit Airlines? No, we're gonna make it.
We're gonna do it. Alright. So now, these colors you see, look off the... Oh, come on. Right as I was about to explain it. They cut the thing. They cut, like, you could just see just coming off the fin. There was, it was just like rainbow colored. They'll show it again. They'll definitely show it again. Okay, look just off the fin, the part that's curving. On the left-hand side of the screen, just under the X3, XIII. Like, look at that.
That's just a rainbow at that point.
That is the
you got that
plasma coming off the
perfect curve of colors off the fin.
It's so beautiful, man. I swear to God. Right.
Cup.
All right. So there's really nothing interesting that happens here. You might see on the right-hand side here. I think it's going to be actually. I don't think it's on the. It might be on the right. Last time we saw on the right, it's kind of hard to see how it's entering, but we are currently on the forward right flap of Starship. You might see some like sparkly bits coming off of it. That is the satellites burning up behind it. Because the satellites are on the same suborbital trajectory as Starship, so they're going to burn up in the atmosphere because they are going to hopefully go to orbit on Flight 14. And I thought I clicked the button. We're back.
Okay.
So we're in like a deep blue. Hold on. Alexa, set my curtain lights to blue and my floor light to pink. What do we think, Flight?
You know, quite frankly.
Come on, you said
I think who said an impression is getting political? Anyways.
Yeah, you're right.
So the flight's going amazing, to say the least. 100%. It's better than I thought it would. Other than the booster, because I was really looking forward to a booster catch at least before ship catch. But,
yep.
You know, we got to make compromises to progress into the future.
Absolutely.
So, but everything just looks vibrant, colorful. I mean, you just got that, look at just that solid, like, just almost still, almost frozen frame of just that blue curve coming off the body and the fins of the Starship. Like, you don't see views like this often at all.
Wow, there it is.
There's a bunch of blue.
I have.
Oh, look at that.
I've perfectly made my lights match the color here. We're gonna, as I did my Flight 12 video. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out on the channel. It came out 2 months ago. Yeah,
Who
look at this.
Oh yeah, you said it in the intro.
That's right. No, I'm talking about the blue coloring. You know what? This is the part of the video.
I'm in some. Okay.
I threw on my. Oh, it's down here. Hold on. I threw on my SpaceX hat.
Look at that! Look at the flames! Look at all that coming out of the fin.
That's a vent. They're venting something out. You'll see that
Damn
disappear here soon.
But that still looks really cool.
So there's something, if you notice on the reentry, when you had flights like Flight 4 and Flight 5 and maybe Flight 6, they had some sparks coming out. Oh Jesus! They had some sparks coming off. That's because sparks is burning metal. Sparks is burning metal. Anyways, you can tell a lot now how controlled it is. I mean, like they've been rapidly iterating on this heat shield, and this heat shield looks to be very good. Even post landing, you'll see some wear and tear. Flight 10 and Flight 11 saw some orange on the ship due to the metallic heat shield tile test they tried, which, spoiler alert, did not work. So hopefully we see another clean heat shield shot once it comes back to land. Flight ball.
Chef's kiss. That's all I gotta say.
See, flight ball's eating, so we can.
That's it.
Yeah. We're gonna switch to feed only so you guys can take in these views. Like, oh my goodness.
I will take accountability for the lack of professionalism. I'm just hungry as hell.
Should have eaten before.
I didn't think I'd be eating a full-size pork chop. I thought I'd just be eating a sandwich.
I mean, to be fair, I've been eating McDonald's this whole time. I've got 3 drinks.
Exactly.
I've got water, I got Dr. Pepper, and I got Monster. What if I just
3,
combine them
brother.
all? I've been drinking water since before the launch, so I'm gonna just quickly indulge. Cheers. to anybody who's
Monster
watching.
Q.
That wasn't intentionally trying to show you the side because it's a G Fuel. It's a G Fuel shaker, but I'm drinking water out of it. I promise.
Pour it out then, prove it.
I'm not gonna pour one out because I can't pour one out. Ooh, hey, check out the feed really quick. Left-hand side, it looks like something might be ablating off of the. I don't know. Saw some bits coming off. That might have been ice, but this is wow. It looks like it's something sparky there. Not sure that was nominal. Oh my, Jesus!
Holy spam!
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're looking at about the same color here. Like I've tried to match it with my with my face cam, right? Brief reminder: let's not spam the chat because that's bad. Not that any messages will get lost in it, but.
It's just respectful.
It's just respectful, yeah. It might encourage others to spam. So we're coming through 65.6 kilometers. We are currently banked to the right. Just pay attention to the altitude here because it might go up. Okay, it's going down. Because on the last flight they had to compensate for the wonky uphill portion. So they might have just had to compensate for that because it looks really slow with how it is. And I know the shut-off sequence wasn't ideal, but all the engines stayed on, which is good. Dog those colors, exactly. It's so beautiful. And look it. So we're going from
green with those two.
Exactly. And you can actually see green on the. Oh God. Hang on. We'll wait till the vape cloud. There we go. So if you look actually towards the top, like right next to the ship, you can actually see green. So I don't know if it's just a plasma thing or what, but as the vehicle moves very quickly through the atmosphere, you're going to build up a lot of oxygen. You're hitting a lot of oxygen. And Flightball, what's Flightball got? Not sponsored. He's drinking a Coke.
Just cheers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So as we get further into the atmosphere, we're going to see these colors change depending on where you are in the atmosphere. The altitude is going down, and the speed is also decreasing because they had to, obviously... They had to compensate because this one also had a wonky shutdown. They didn't switch down to 3 sea levels. So after SECO, the ship has 6 engines, 3 vacuum engines and 3 sea level engines, which move around, which allows it to flip. And usually before SECO, second engine cutoff, that's what it stands for, second engine cutoff.
Yes.
You see it go from 6 engines down to 3, the 3 middle ones. but it looked like the ship was just going up too fast, and they just cut it off. I don't know if that was intentional because they intentionally did a 33 engine boost back, which was they completely changed before Flight 12, and then the sequence of the booster actually landing was changed. So I don't know. We don't know if it was intentional. We'll see afterwards because SpaceX usually drops a webcast. Flight, are you laughing? What's going on, Flight?
Nothing. It's fine.
Do you think re-entry is funny, Flight Paul?
Oh no, absolutely.
Come on.
That's not why I'm laughing though. It's just the fact that you paused while I'm ripping apart pork or bone off the pork, and I look at the camera after you go silent. I'm just holding it like this.
Oh, is that what you did?
Nah, I was holding it up while ripping it, and then you pause. I'm like,
it's like, I'm gonna let you finish.
I generally thought that's what you were doing.
No. Okay.
Just imagine how it's gonna be in person.
Exactly.
If this is how we are,
dude. But we'll speak from what we can see, obviously, because we're basing it off the webcast now.
Yes.
So it looks like we are seeing some yellow on this flap. Some yellow. Obviously, the more they get into it, you can see the blue is practically gone now.
Unless you're looking at the top there, or closer to the top. But folks, excuse me. All we're looking for at this point is just a beautiful reentry. Obviously the stress test, and then splashdown of Ship 40, which will be the second ever splashdown for the V3 series as a whole. And Spunky's room is amarillo,
dude. Is that the Spanish word for yellow?
For yellow.
Okay, all right. Make sure. I don't know Spanish. You're the Spanish guy.
Kind of, but okay.
Now we can start to see daylight now. So look at the bottom left. You can start to see some clouds as the Starship comes into sunrise. Now we are on the opposite side of the Earth, just out of Australia. So not us. They are, obviously. So we launched at around just before the sun starts coming down on the East Coast. And we're ending entry. So we're gonna be coming out of the Earth where the sun is coming up. So
look at the clouds.
Clouds, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're in daylight now. The ship is really punching through right now.
Would you say that we're gonna be saved?
Gonna be saved.
Oh, Buzz.
I just watched you do the hand motions. Okay.
FPA is here to eat pork and Panera garlic bread. Not eating Panera garlic bread. I was talking about a sandwich. Well, Spunky explains all the science like a high school teacher. I mean, I would do that in science class. I would
you're
just
reading the message. I can't see
other
it 'cause of all
than
the... Okay, so this is a perfect example. So you can see on the clouds look red. That's sunrise. When you see the sun rising in the morning, it's all red and stuff. That's what we're seeing. Could also say the same about sunset, but depending on where we are. Also, look above S40. Look at the S40 decal. Rainbow.
It is an S40.
Flexible Frog. I'd say I'd make a good teacher if I could actually, not stutter all the time. So we're actually going to turn the webcast.
And if Dan isn't sitting in the back of the class.
Yes, we love Dan. Dan, he wouldn't let go.
So much that you stutter. Okay.
Oh, okay. So we're not even in the commentary phase yet. Just some space beats. We're heading through entry. All right.
Buen provecho.
I wish there was a way I could probably just turn it on and off, So, all right. So as we're coming into the actual light part of the atmosphere, the speed has decreased a lot. We were at 26 let's see, it was 26,500 kilometers an hour. We're now down to 10,500 kilometers an hour, which is, I'd say it's about half, somewhere close. But as we get into the atmosphere, just at the end of entry, you're going to see the ship start to like rock a little bit. That's completely normal, and doesn't mean anything bad. They might actually start talking about it here, because I don't know. I don't have the feed on because they were playing music, and it was just... I don't know if it's copyrighted. Not that it matters. I played AJR on frickin' stream earlier, so...
Twice.
That's right. We had 2 commercial breaks. So if you guys are just joining us, stick around, because the landing flip, we are through re-entry, and the landing flip will be here shortly. Wow.
We're going to use a Febreze bottle as a demonstration here. The ship's just going to do one of these.
Do it again.
It's just going to do one of these.
Maximum entry dynamic pressure.
Do you or a loved one suffered from a bad smell? Try Febreze.
So what I'm talking about here, guys, is so the ship is currently angled like this coming into the atmosphere. So as the ship is coming into the atmosphere like this, it's going to start going like this. It's just going to rock a little bit. They're putting all the load on the back flaps, which you can actually see on this view right here. Just it's kind of hard to see, but if you can tell what the flaps are, it's not hard to find, right? So they call it the flap load test. I didn't see anything that they were going to try and do it on here. That is a lot of ice. Actually, I think that's a shattered camera. Is that? Flip, what do you think?
If it was a broken camera, I think it would have been more blurry.
Yeah, maybe.
It could be ice. I'm not sure.
Could have been. It could have just been the cover, honestly. Because no doubt they got a cover. So yeah, flap load test is going to consist of just the ship doing this. So you'll see it here momentarily.
Oh, there it is, actually. Or no, they're just doing a flap stuff. What did you just drop?
Nothing.
You dropped the MaxQ Central.
Central logo. We're just gonna put it up here for comedic effect. Nothing broke off if it were good. Here we go. Here comes the power slide. So we're gonna see no flap test. So that rocking motion I was talking about, we're not gonna be seeing that today. The speed is down to 2,500 kilometers an hour. Coming up on landing here.
Starship is executing the swoosh maneuver.
The swoosh maneuver!
I'm sorry, the swoosh?
Did you hear that?
I did.
Coming down.
Wow.
Almost choked on my Coke from that.
Welcome back.
Starship
last time
with a
to
home run hitter.
Starship
Oh, we're finally
Flight
back.
13, the second flight of Starship version 3. As you can see on your screen with crisp views from Starlink, the ship is currently re-entering the Earth's atmosphere over the Indian Ocean. And really for the last several minutes, we had some amazing technical
You got something
reviews,
flapping
and
on
it really looked
the
like
ship
it
there.
was made out of starlight. Now, we did hear on the nets just moments ago that we made it through max heating and max dynamic pressure.
Or
meaning
it's
that
also known
the
as...
vehicle temperature and speeds and pressure are all coming down.
The stadium's very quiet right now. There we go.
Okay, so the flight is about to end here, guys.
To the ship landing.
So the ship is going to literally flip vertical.
Pretty much everybody's favorite part of
Hopefully, we see a successful
test flight day.
a successful landing, and not any engine issues. It's supposed to land on 3. It landed on 2 last time, and it caused issues, which caused it to spin.
All 3 Raptor sea level engines.
An incredible sunrise here in the Indian Ocean.
Do the flip.
And I do want to anticipate the rocket will explode after it lands in the water and tips over. It is going to literally it's gonna fall over. It's gonna be awesome.
But so far, everything does look good for the ship.
Ship has had a flawless flight so far. Nothing wrong has
Here we
happened
go,
with
spinny.
ship.
Spinnies.
We're doing a spin. You can see the ocean just down there. This is about the height that some planes fly. We're coming down quick. We're at 5 kilometers.
we did do.
This may or may not be bigger than the Antonov 225. I can't tell.
Controller call out. We were doing the swoosh maneuver. This is kind of the final maneuver.
Here we go.
That we plan to have
Starship landing.
To Starbase do that will essentially hook them out over the coming in and.
So it just did a banking maneuver, which is basically what's gonna
10 seconds away.
hopefully not have it fly over populated areas.
3 in the middle to light up.
I believe it's on target.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Starship engines startup.
Final stages, but we get a
Landing burn
successful splashdown by Ship 40. As we approach the flip maneuver here, you can
Here we
hear
go.
the engines relight,
Successful
flipping vertically
flip
now.
maneuver from the ship. Do we see a buoy? We see a buoy.
There was a
Down to 2.
whoa!
Wow. Oh, dude.
What a camera angle! Look at that shot.
Get ready for the boom.
Starship! It is out of here! Wait, what?
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 And it's a soft splashdown.
It's somewhat intact.
Hang on. Hang on.
We got a little bit of a fire, but there was no explosion on touchdown or splashdown.
Hang on. Hang on. Wait. Don't speak too
Holy
soon, Daniel.
crap.
There in the Indian Ocean.
USA! USA!
Our recovery team, I mean, that
Well, for starters, I don't think the ship is supposed to be upside down like that. Look at the wake.
the vehicle stay afloat.
That and the whole ship's on fire.
Wait, watch the drone get close and then just.
It's a beautifully barbecued hot dog laying on the Indian
Look at that.
Ocean. That is incredible.
That is a first.
Floating so serenely, and it
You
feels
can
like
never.
we're certainly
It's.
enjoying these extended views.
Wait for the chant. Wait for the
There we
chant.
go.
Wait for the
There's
chant.
We're really pumped about this.
USA.
What a check
USA. They did it last time.
Tyler, how
I think they
is
already did it, that's why.
feeling About Lucky Flight 13.
Lucky Flight 13.
Hey, Kate, we are so excited about another.
Never said about that number, by the way, but.
And those gorgeous Starlink views that we had, and we can also confirm that we managed to make contact with all 20 of those V3
That's right. So they did make contact with it. You were gone when they were talking about it. Look at the ship.
Yep.
That's all.
It's
It's all
just
light
laying
though.
there.
He's like, hey guys.
companies who've contributed to the Starship program as we make progress again towards a multi-planetary future.
SpaceX just has a lot of stuff you just don't expect happen.
Wow, this is kind of similar to what happened on Flight 6. I think that's an interior view right there.
Tyler, now for
That's a flap cam. Look behind her.
missed the
Oh my God. Hello.
Hey, bud. Look at the. Look
They
at
might
the-
recover it. They might honestly recover the Starship. Look at that.
It looks pretty much good for another run.
How it disperses the heat around
Yeah.
the edge of the vehicle. I don't think we've seen quite
This is great.
before.
Look at the whirlpools.
Honestly, however short-lived that ship standing, bobbing in the water is, that is insane data for our team. It's
That is
unbelievable that they're able to
ridiculous,
keep that
dude.
ship afloat. Now, we promised maximum excitement.
We were all anticipating an explosion, as Starship tends to do on every flight after a successful splashdown. But next thing you know, before anybody could expect it, it's a beautiful splashdown.
Oh my goodness.
Not a single explosion off the nose cone. It's just there's nothing else to say, folks.
Look at this. It's like a whale swimming in the water.
First, this is just incredible to see.
So be sure to follow SpaceX on X.
First ever views of aquatic life in the Indian Ocean, brought to you by Starlink and Starship 40.
Oh my God.
Rocket to life. Check out the latest episode of our documentary series, Starship. And of course, thanks to all of you for tuning in. And we're going to head back up to Dan for
Daniel,
some
my
additional
goat.
thoughts.
Yeah, I'm losing my mind right now. We are still getting.
He doesn't have the crown hat.
On board the ship with
No.
it in the water. Like, we had tried in the past to do these splashdowns as softly as possible. We experiment.
We got that. We got the hot stage triggering hat. Look at this. Oh my goodness, dude. This is more than successful. I cannot stress enough that the ship didn't explode on landing. The data they're gonna have is incredible.
Look at that! From the engine bay.
Unbelievable. It's like and the engines look good. Oh, that's the heat shield.
Through space. Like, this is just completely completely surreal right now. This is just a mountain of data.
This is monumental.
Jesus, dude.
So critical
For the first time in V3 history, in Starship history, there hasn't not a single explosion after Starship splashdown. Whenever you expect something, SpaceX just comes around with something you will least expect.
They turn the impossible to late.
There in the water, and I mean, look at it. So.
To better word it, they just make the impossible possible.
On this, I know a lot of our team is just fascinated in the control room.
Look at that.
behind
So
me,
are some of
and
them open? Like, did some of them break? I think that's...
Yeah.
Gathered around their computers, looking at these close-ups that we're getting of these heat shield.
That's like they look like the little streaks look like the guy on TikTok who makes those those planet paintings.
Absolutely.
The Shaw shovel.
Look at it!
Look at it!
And the fact that the cameras on board the ship are still sending.
It just looks adorable at this point. It's a beached whale in the ocean.
Oh my goodness.
13. Hell of a flight for Starship. Get it all the way.
Lucky
down
number
the water.
13. Something that has never been said for that number.
Version 3, so.
That.
All right. As Kate and Nate said, we're just chilling. Look at her. From some of the onboards that we caught, so keep following us.
Oh my
on
God.
X at SpaceX. Whole bunch
Then she was like, they said I could be anything, so I became a boat.
Be coming out soon. Yeah, let's just close on.
This is my Starship Ship 40 impression.
That's unbelievable.
We'll see you all.
Look at the bottom of that, though. That's like bloody singed.
Test of Starship version 3. With that, we'll say goodbye.
Bye, Dan. I love you.
Wow. Just want to check the M's, by the way.
They fucking did it.
I was not I thought it was just going to be more and more explosions after every splashdown. I did not think they would actually figure out the solution for Flight 13. This was completely beyond my expectations.
I'm trying to get the... There we go.
Where Booster 20 failed, Ship 40 provided with a beautiful butter splashdown into the Indian Ocean.
We're going to get a quick replay on what we just witnessed because, oh my goodness. We'll do a replay of the replay here. So just to recap what just happened, the ship just absolutely flawless landing. You can see it at the horizontal one moment, engines turn back on, now suddenly we're flipping that way. And if it wasn't exciting enough, you could see that instead of blowing up on landing, we got a successful splashdown of the Starship, and it is just floating. She's just floating. Now, in previous flights, we have seen the ship actually explode after landing, but not today. Not today. I have no words. I genuinely have no words. That was so much better than Flight 12, obviously.
Well, I did say something's going to happen on re-entry.
Flight, how's the pad
It's
looking?
not very clear. Absolutely, it's just perfectly clear. All the plume is gone, but let's not worry about what's happening at the pad. Let's focus on what just happened with S40. Let's really look into that.
Do you think they'll tow it back to port? That's always been a possibility.
Probably. That is beyond my expectation.
Let's take a look at the pad here. Now, they did have the sign blow off last time. The pad is looking absolutely flawless. The pad is on the top right. That is where the Starship launched from. The chopsticks appear to be coming down. They might have done a test. So when the booster came back, they might have done a chopstick catch test. They might have reactivated the deluge. Yeah, so that's... The stream is still going. I think they forgot to turn it off. I have no words. Ladies and gentlemen, this absolutely changes the course of Starship forever.
Everything. Changes the course of everything.
In a good way, not a bad way.
No, not even close.
We'd be saying the same thing if the booster,
No, we wouldn't.
if it was a pad explosion or something like that. For Flight 13, not future ones. Wow. I realize now I can just go to here, where she start face cams, because the webcast is over. Chat.
We just witnessed one of the greatest plays in Starship history.
Absolutely.
And MQC history.
MQC history, that's right. Although, you know, the Flight 5 catch was good, but holy shit, you guys joined us watching this. Hopefully the next thing we see is ship catch.
Hopefully.
I hope the landing was precise enough to where they feel confident that I can come back and land. Now, Flight 14 is going to hopefully go to orbit. Orbit meaning not suborbital, where it's going to go up and then come back down. It's going to go up and then stay up. It's going to go around the world by Daft Punk. The stream hasn't ended, by the way. I just want to point out the stream has not ended. The SpaceX stream. We're just waiting for something to happen because they might come back and just show like a recap. Who would have thought that rapidly reusable vehicles can swim? Oh my god. So just to recap, we had a successful liftoff of Ship 40 and... Was it Ship 40? Ship 40 and Booster 20. Put together, it's 420. And then... successful hot stage, successful ascent, actually. No problems, no engines out. Engine issues were the main concern for Flight 13, especially because we had an aborted launch last week. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. We had an aborted launch last week, so all 33 engines cooperated. The replaced engines also worked as they should. Had successful hot stage, had successful boost back, had a successful, I guess, initial coming into the atmosphere. The relight was not so kind to booster, but that is definitely something that they can work on for the next flight because it is almost repeating the events of V1, just V1 really, because V1 had... Okay, the stream finally ended. Oh my goodness. So the stream... so the booster in previous times, the booster on Flight 1 spun out, the booster on Flight 2 exploded due to what they call fuel slosh. Flight 3 had a successful boost back and had a failed landing burn, so we'll call this one a comparison to Flight 3. Hopefully on Flight 14 we will see a successful splashdown, because on Flight 4 of Starship we had a successful splashdown. Flight 5 actually caught the booster. So maybe by Flight 15, which is supposed to actually fly from the Gulf, we might see on Flight 16 the first booster catch.
Spunky.
Yo.
S40 in the chat.
S40 is in the chat. S40, are you okay?
The water feels nice.
How's the water feel nice? That is unbelievable. I cannot believe that Ship 40 actually made it. How was entry though? Oh my god.
Oh no, entry was really good.
Oh my god, I have no words. That is going to be a new YouTube short coming out hopefully soon of our reactions. The freaking rocket didn't explode. Wow, that is unbelievable.
Chat is back. Yes, it's obviously
I
when
think I have
when
nothing else
things
to say.
become more
We had
eventful.
For people just coming in here, we had a successful landing of the ship. The ship made it through entry. We can see it on the flap cam here. Descending over the Indian Ocean, we had a successful flip with all three, not just two this time, after the successful Raptor relight. And the ship, after touching down, it didn't explode, which is really just a rare oddity because normally that's where the COPVs in the header tank is, so it's just automatic detonation. But incredible views, just absolutely all the way through. We had it was a textbook landing, and I hope this was on target enough to where SpaceX feels confident in actually doing a ship catch on maybe Flight 14 or Flight 15. I'm leaning towards 15. Actually, I think it'd be really cool to see the ship actually... Nope. Ship actually land in the chopsticks. So that is just very good news here, all around. I think... Do we want to wrap it up, maybe? Flight Paul is...
You know what this means, chat. For the textbook landing, that's 20% off next tickets.
That's right.
And kids eat for free at Fenway Park.
Here at Ranger. All right. I think we should call it there. That is just absolutely incredible. That was a 2-hour live stream.
I mean, hey, we had better, but this might just be one of the best.
Yep.
In terms of what SpaceX just did today.
Our live stream was just commentating their live stream. I feel like if we wait like 5 minutes, we could get a perfectly 2-hour stream. So yeah, let's
you're not gonna milk this for. You're not milking this for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So yes, good flight, a flawless flight all around. If you don't count the booster mishap, the only thing that went wrong with this flight was the booster landing in the Gulf. That's it. And people are somehow going to turn it into like SpaceX has yet another failure. You know, like that. So Flight Paul, do you want to sign off on your end?
We here at Max Central appreciate you guys' hospitality today. If you're watching this on your TV, you just got probably the greatest experience. Subscribe to the channel especially because we might get some official Max Central merch for you guys to get. Max Central uniform to bring to the stream and maybe to the actual launches if you guys are interested in that. Also, by the way, because I'm not replying, Lukey, I've been seeing your messages. If you want to do that, just let me know on my channel. You don't have to say it here. But,
this is Max Central, this ain't Flight Paul Aviation channel.
No. But, to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we're going to have way more streams like this. And it's just for...
There was a ship and booster there this morning.
Yeah.
And now
there was.
One is still there, but just in a bunch of different pieces, and one is in the Indian Ocean just floating around.
See, that is true.
You know what we forgot, Flight Paul? We forgot the celebratory spinnies. That's all you're going to get from me. Are you holding a Febreze bottle up to... Yes, you are. Okay. So, thank you all for joining, whether you joined us at the start, whether you joined us just before launch, during launch, after launch. That was the most successful mission SpaceX has had in terms of... Thank you for your input. Are you okay? Do I gotta call an ambulance?
The Febreze. I sprayed too much.
You did? Oh, I thought you sprayed it in your mouth.
No! Why would I spray it in my mouth?
I don't know, because you're like that. Okay. Thank you all for joining, and we hope to see you next week on... Not next week. Next month for Flight 15. Flight 14. Dude, I can't speak. I've been Spunky. He's been Flight Paul. We will see you guys in the next live stream.
What?
Flight directors go for launch. Get ready for Max Q.
Alright, we are going over hostage.
Now that's our name.
Engine relay, come on!
This is Max Q Central.